Hello and welcome to Mickey Art. My name's Michelle Edhouse and today I am testing a new range. Now this is not a sponsored video. I had to go and buy these paints from my local shop. Those of you in New Zealand, they're being sold through Uncle Bill's. And I did contact them and kind of put the feelers out, see if they would sponsor me, but no they wouldn't. So how's it get any better than that? Not that the video is going to be any different to if they had sent it to me. Anytime I've only ever had a couple of things sent to me by a paint company, and I was very open and honest about that. So this is definitely there would not be any difference. Anyway, let's have a look at what we've got. This is Mont pouring acrylic paint, premium. I'm not quite sure what the premium means, but there we go. And what they claim is that it is pre-mixed, ready to go. Just pop it in a cup and flip it out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one where I just do a flip cup, and one I also bought some of their silicone oil, which is just says it's transparent silicone oil premium, but it doesn't give any information about what sort of silicone. So I'm guessing it's silicone, not dimethicone. There is no other information in there. So what I'm going to do is I bought a big bottle of white because you know me, I like white, and can always use up the leftovers with a sandwich pour, right? Okay, so as I said, I'm going to put colours in both pots, basically the same, and then flip them out onto these 8x10s. And we'll see what shows up. I've given them a good shake. They do say give a shake, and definitely the gold had separated as they said it might do. They come with a flip top lid. Oh, and sealed. There we go. Might take a little bit extra microsecond for each one. So you can, oh, yep, that is definitely reasonably runny. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can do this. I'm going to stick this in here and just, yeah, I would probably use it a little bit thicker than that, thinner than that normally. It does say that you can add extra pouring medium if you choose to. So let's carry on. So for the silicone one, I'm going to put a couple of drops of silicone into here. And I know we don't normally mix silicone into white, but that's what I'm going to do today. It does have also a sealy thing. So apologise for the time spent unsealing, but you guaranteed to see that, oops, wrong lid, that this is all new stuff. I haven't tried it before. Brand new. Let's see what happens. So I'm just going to put 1, 2, 3 drops of silicone in our right hand side one, and just sort of swish that around a bit, because then I'm going to pour the other colours in on top. So we've got the blue. This is, oh, it had one, but it stayed in the lid. That's not going to come out through my hole, is it? It'll keep blocking the hole, but it won't. So let's put some of that in there. So ultramarine blue light blue, turquoise and gold. Now the 4 colours came in this kit. You can get other colours as well, but I did notice they're all quite pastel-y colours. So I was like, okay. The other packs were sort of pink and peach and colours like that, so wasn't particularly excited about that. Some gold and some turquoise. I tell you what, if this works, it will be such a easy way to get started on acrylic pouring. And I know there's other brands out there that have, I'm going to go around and do some more of each as well. There's other brands that have put out pouring. Oh, did I put that in both? I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't think I did. And I know because this is my first painting back since my the class I attended in Auckland called Right Voice for You. So there's probably some of you wondering, Michelle, how did it go? What was it like? It was awesome! If you ever see advertising for a Right Voice for You in your neighbourhood, go. Oh my goodness. Phenomenal. Alright, so there we go. That's all it takes. Literally, I have opened the containers, talked to you, so it probably took longer, and I'm ready to flip within 7 minutes. No mixing, no playing about. So let's, before I do that, what I'm going to do is grab my marker pen, if I can locate it. Where did it go? And just write on the back of here, silicone. So we know which one's got the silicone in case it's not obvious. Hopefully it's going to be obvious. Let me just show you what's happening in the cup first. This is the no silicone. I'm seeing the light blue bleeding into the white already. There's definitely bubbles, but even some cell stuff kind of vaguely happening as well. So I am intrigued to see what happens without the silicone. Let's flip that over. And this one's the silicone. Yeah, who knows what's going to happen on that one. Let's flip that one over. Whoops, slip sliding away. Oh, sorry. Let me zoom you in and show you what I'm seeing first and foremost. There's definitely some lacing happening. Now remember, this is the non-silicone pot. There's definitely sort of silicone-y look happening in there, which is quite exciting. Far more exciting than the Decor Art pouring medium that we used. That didn't do anything like that. So I'm quite excited about that. And let's do the same thing over here. See, I did almost identical pours and you just cannot get, but there we go. That's definitely much more Sally type action happening there that I would expect from something with silicone in it. So if you can't get cells, go get yourself some of this stuff. It definitely seems to be working. So I'm just gonna scrape out my pot and then we'll do a bit of a pour around the canvas Okay. Let me bring it sort of up to you so you can see what's happening. I'm just going to go over to the side and bring it back. Actually, before I go any further, I'm going to torch them. So, oh look. Definitely air bubbles in here, but then I just shook the bottles up, so not really surprised. But I did get some sort of silicone looking cells, so I wonder what's in the mix itself. Just give it a bit of a guiding space so I don't want to lose too much. There we go. Let's bring this back up here. I don't think I've actually got enough paint. Maybe I should use a corner catcher. Have you guys come across corner catchers before? I learnt this off Anne-Marie Ridderhoff, but she learnt it off somebody else, so I can't remember who that was. I think it was a guy. And then you get other paintings on bits of cardboard. It's quite cool. Where is my palette knife? I'm hearing you, Rick. I know you want me to dip in that, but we'll dip in what actually is left at the end. How's that sound? Because but this, remember guys, is the one. Let me move the camera over so so you can see what I'm doing without me dripping on the other painting. This one's the one with no silicone in, so this is straight out of the bottle, exactly as it comes. And we are getting funky stuff happening. Check that out. It's pretty. I like it. And put it back down again. That is pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Check our edges. Always check your edges while you've still got wet paint lying around, guys. Otherwise you end up with blank bits on the sides, and if you're not framing them, that can be a pain. Alright. So we have cell-like stuff happening. I'm not actually going to call it cells. You know why? Because to me cells are made by silicone. But they are happening, and they're not just lacing. It's very cool. I really like it. So let's give it another torching. More bubbles have come up. I'm moving the flame very quickly. Not holding it in any one spot, and definitely not touching the flame to the paint. Target with this is just to warm the paint. Well, with no silicone in, on a cold day, we're getting some cool results. I like that. Let's go have a look at what else we've got over here. If my tripod will let me. There we go. So, let's turn it around. Again, as I said, I put silicone into the white, the first white that I put down on this one. And we got a lot more cell looking stuff happening. Now what did I do last time? I sort of spread it a little bit and then I torched it for the first time. Just trying to keep it as even as I can. Okay, I've got some lines there which definitely look like silicone, but they're not growing, which is odd. Not a huge amount of cells coming through from that silicone oil. Corner catcher. All a corner catcher is a bit of cardboard folded in half. As you can see, I use a cereal box. You see those? See those cells there? Those are definitely oil cells because of the way that they've gone in a line like that. Take that over the edge. Check the edges. Yep, looking good. Let's bring it down this way. Really starting to see those silicone cells showing up now. They're stretching out quite nicely. And into the last corner. See, there's definitely some lacing there like we got on the other one. And we've got the silicone cells as well, so. Okay, so we've used the same colours. And one with and one without silicone. And let's torch that one too. Straighten it out a bit more for you. One of the things I've found when you're using silicone is sometimes when you first tip it out, the paint is too thick. And once you start to spread it by tilting it, the silicone, and then you torch it again, the silicone can then come up, which is why I did it that way. So you can definitely tell where the white was. Look, there's lots of silicone cells down in here. Hardly anything in here. Got a bit of something in my paint. Although when I'm doing this, I am actually seeing a little bit of silicone sitting on the top. All right. So we have two quite different paintings, one with and one without oil, and I think I like it without the oil better, to be honest. Let's get you down and show you up close what I can see. So here they are, side by side. Let's go in and have a look. I think I like this one much better. It's definitely got what looks like oil cells happening. You know, through here and over here. These do look like an oil cell, so I'm wondering if they've got something oilish mixed into the paint itself. Remember, I haven't had to mix this at all. This one is straight out of the bottle. The consistency is great. It poured beautifully. It moved beautifully. Got some really cool looking lacing. Ooh, thunder. I like this. I really like this one. Super cool. Then we go over to this one. This one's got a lot more turquoise predominant in it. Again, we've got sort of the lacing up in here like the other one. But then as we start to travel around, you can really see the silicone. And down here, well, hello, hello, hello. That is silicone cells if I ever did see them. So I mean, you could get to this point and go, yay, it's brilliant. My interesting test always comes, what is it like once it is dry? So I'm going to leave these to dry and come back to you in a few seconds of your time, and you get to check out how they dried. How's it getting any better than that? How much fun can we have? All right, guys, I adore you, and here we come with the dry result in 3, 2, 1. All right, we're back. I thought I'd show you them one at a time. So this one is the one that had no silicone in it. Look at all those cells. That is amazing. To be really honest, I think that's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Boop, boop, boop. So that's the one with no silicone. Dun dun dun. And here we have the one that has silicone. And you can see all those little silicone cells as well as my flashlight. You can also see the little spot where I stuck my finger in it to see if that really was still wet. You'd think after 2 years of doing this I'd be over that, but no, I'm not. How does it get any better than that? So, and you can tell it's got silicone in it because there's, I caught it before, there we go, see, look, see, it's silicone. So, look, more silicone sitting on there. So if you don't want to have to worry about cleaning your painting, although I'm not sure on this, I haven't checked, I am guessing, I must say, I am guessing. Sorry, fingers holding camera. Arg. I do say that gold is delicious. Look at that. Woohoo! Although it kind of disappeared in this painting. If you remember, we did exactly the same on both. So I think if you don't want to have to clean your painting before sealing it, definitely this stuff is the way to go. Look at that. That's just so cool. If you want those really funky cells that you get with silicone, then obviously you're going to need that. It's so weird. It's cool. I like it. One more run over it for you guys. So there we go. I personally, having bought this stuff and not been donated to by the company, I would recommend it. It's expensive in my interesting point of view, for that 4-pack of the gold, turquoise, light blue and ultramarine was like 27 New Zealand dollars, but it's pre-mixed, it's ready to go, hit the ground running. From memory, there was also another pack that you could get just straight metallics, and that was more expensive, and I can't remember how much the white was, sorry, but that's all in New Zealand dollars and totally irrelevant to most of you. But Mont is an Australian company, and so I really don't know where else you could find it. I'm not sure, I haven't found it on Amazon yet, but that doesn't mean it's not there. I will look before posting this and put a link in the description if it is on Amazon. What else? Yeah, totally. And you know what? I was in Spotlight today, which is kind of like our craft material type, paint type place. And in there they had a different brand, and it was $47 for a pack of 4 like that. So highly recommend that you find the one that works for you and that you can afford. I'm not going to be choosing to be painting with these every day because I can't afford that right now. What would it take for that to change? And what else is possible? I adore you guys. I will see you again in the next video. Hopefully it won't be as long till you get that, but I will see you super soon. Bye bye.